As we journey through our pause, we wanted to take a little time today to talk about IQ versus I will. IQ is all the knowledge that we have learned, not just textbook theory, not just classroom, but all the knowledge that we have learned from our parents and our siblings and our friends and spouses and all of those people that we've had enough time with, feel comfortable with, that we have memories of how to do something. I will is our ability during times that are really stressful, really emotionally difficult, to utilize that information. It is the I will that sometimes inhibits our process in the journey of. In the I will section, it seems that we are often able to tell things in two versions: I can or I cannot do something. And the cannots often may be reflective of the degree of stress, frustration, anxiety, or whatever that we may lead ourselves to believe that we cannot do something when we can. It is important, I think, to distinguish those two things. In addition, during these difficult times we are in, it seems that someone comes to us and we are not in that situation. We're able to share some very helpful advice, some very good suggestions to them because we're not in the emotional turmoil that they are in. So often the IQ is there. We demonstrate it by verbalizing it, sharing it with others, but during times we do not have the I will. An example of I cannot is, as your cardiologist, I cannot back up 10 steps from a concrete wall, run full force, and knock that wall down. I simply cannot do that. As your cardiologist, I can do certain things if I am willing to. An example is when we are very young, we are taught by our parents how to eat with utensils. It takes time, it takes patience, but memories are formed and we learn how to use our utensils and eat properly. Your cardiologist loves spaghetti and meatballs. I tend to have noodles and sauce on the front of me, which can cause profound discrimination for those around me. If I am willing to slow down and not have that immediate gratification of that good sauce and spaghetti in my mouth right now, and I'm willing to slow down and use the utensils appropriately, I can be neat with my spaghetti and meatballs. I love Chinese food. I love the concept of chopsticks. However, my knowledge base is limited. I need to pick up more thoughts on how to, more demonstrations of how to use those chopsticks from others so that I can get better and be willing to learn how to do those processes without slinging my noodles everywhere. Cannot, willingness can be very important. We are also taught how to go to the toilet at a very young age. Toilet training takes time, patience. However, it's effective in the sense that in a restaurant we just do not stand up by our table and urinate. No matter how painful, no matter how discomforting, we do find a willingness to hold it to go to the bathroom. So often we do have the abilities, is simply a willingness in difficult times. As we talked about in the Tupperware incident, often we have mislearned information. We think it to be true and we utilize that, but then someone comes up and shares another thought and opinion, and we find out there are better ways. The willingness to listen, to look at, may give us an opportunity to find better ways to cope during emotionally difficult times. At the Heart of Mart Institute, we continue to look at ways to better find answers to these issues as we journey through life. If you have thoughts and opinions on IQ, I will, can, cannots, please send them to us. We will have more discussions on these as time goes by. In the interim, don't be the weakest link in your willingness to use your knowledge during emotionally stressful times.